guys? What's going on? This is Erick Brent. I'm on the rooftop. It's going to be a little windy one right now. And I just want to touch base with you guys. I just got back from Europe. It was kind of a fun trip. There's a lot of things going on there in Europe. I was in Italy, actually in Milan for a few days to meet up with some investors. It's exciting things going on right now in the world, but there's some very troublesome things going on too. And I wanted to talk about that today because we're getting ready to start a whole new journey here with the Fam Cash Coin 2.0. And we launched this thing quite a while ago, myself and a bunch of other individuals. And we're not the actual owners of it, but we are the custodians of it as of right now until it gets to that point where, you know, basically the cryptocurrency itself will be decentralized, and so there'll be a decentralized system. We'll get into that later, but right now I just want to talk about how do we get here? How do we get here at this point in the world? And you guys see I got my glasses on. I had to protect my eyes right now because I'm having a lot of allergy problems right now going from different countries, and it is that time of year when I usually have some type of issue with my allergies. And I know a lot of people out there probably say, well, stop eating the mucus foods. And you're probably right. But it seems like the mucus foods are the best foods. But anyway, meat and all that stuff causes mucus. Cheese, ice cream, dairy. But anyway, so how do we get here? What's going on right now? And a lot of times I talk and I speak to you guys kind of broad about economy and money and stuff like that. And most of you guys are like me. I grew up having no idea about money. I always liked money, of course. As a kid, I was always an entrepreneur. Started my own businesses at 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, you know. I was pretty much my own boss, and I've learned at a pretty early age how to kind of, you know, hustle and how to make things happen. But recently, I decided, as I became an adult, to learn more about money, like really learn about money. Now, not the boring stuff that they teach you in school, but, you know, and not the stuff about just personal management. But I wanted to go beyond that. I wanted to go beyond personal management, and I wanted to really define what money was and how it actually works. Because as of 2008, I found myself in a situation like most of you where the economy crashed. And when the economy crashed, I, like most of you, got caught with my pants down, and I had a lot of wealth. I had a lot of things I had accumulated from hard work and my hustle ethics and my work ethics and my intelligence and just the people who I know and stuff like that. I got into real estate, and the rest is history. I accumulated several properties, but overnight it was gone. And it was nothing that I did personally. It was just due to the economy. And so based on that alone, I wanted to kind of find out more about money, how money actually works. Okay, now, I'm going to say this. Things are changing around the world. Things are changing rapidly. And many of us are trying to hold on. We're trying to hold on to yesterday. We're trying to hold on to the same lifestyle. We're trying to hold on. And we're doing everything we possibly can just to maintain an existence of normality. And it's not working. We're finding ourselves going further and further into debt. We're finding ourselves working harder and harder. We're finding ourselves unhappy. And a lot of this is due to, of course, the economy. But how is it due to the economy? This is what we're teaching now. And so what's going to happen is this. We're at a crossroads, you guys. We're at a crossroads where millions of people are going to be totally dissatisfied and going to fall off the bandwagon. And we're at a crossroads where a few people will amass massive wealth. Now, what's going to determine that is going to be two things. Knowledge, of course, and money. But I want to say this to you guys, is that our freedoms are being somewhat challenged right now, and governments have gotten out of control, and it's all because as a little boy, myself and you guys never really wanted to understand money. We felt like, oh well, the government will handle that, and money will always have value, and I don't need to concern myself with that. I just need to get the money, but I don't need to really understand how the money works. And now that is coming to a threshold. Now that's coming to a part where it's like governments have taken advantage of that so much, they have actually become exploiting you guys for that. So they're exploiting you guys for the lack of knowledge. So what's happening is they're tightening the bolts on money. Money is becoming more restricted. And when I look at money being more restricted, I say to myself, money is directly connected to your freedom of expression. So if your money is restricted, guess what? Your motion is restricted. If you can't move your money around fast, or you can't transact fast, and you can't transact when you want, where you want, how you want, guess what? Your motions are being restricted with that as well. I'm gonna give you an example. When I went to Milan, Italy, I got in a situation where one of my credit cards got compromised, they said. But I think it was just because I was moving around and I was on my computer making purchases, different IP addresses, and they actually handcuff you to these IP addresses now. So if you're doing transactions with your credit card with certain IP addresses, and then those IP addresses change, all of a sudden they put alerts on you. And so basically what they're saying is you need to stay in one spot and do all your transactions. Don't travel around the world, don't go anywhere, or we're going to restrict you, or we're going to say it's for your protection because of suspicious behavior. So that happened to me. So guess what happened when my credit cards got challenged? When my credit cards got challenged or got restricted, my motion was restricted because I couldn't move around that day in Italy. So the next day, I said, oh, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and activate this other card that I had in Dominican. One of my credit cards in America I had on travel mode to Dominican. Well, guess what? They blocked Dominican, so I couldn't use it in Dominican anyway. But again, this is what I'm talking about, how they are restricting the flow of our currencies or our money or our value, which actually restricts your motions. And so I called them and said, okay, I'm in Milan, Italy now. Let me move this credit card over here. So they're like, okay, it's going to take 6 hours. So for 6 hours, again, I'm stuck until this credit card works. Well, guess what? I missed 2 business meetings in that time. Now, we're talking about not your average business meeting. We're talking about major business meetings. Individuals wanted to do business with me, my company, my group of people, and I missed 2 meetings. But the third day I was okay. But again, what I wanted to share with you guys is money is an expression of freedom. Okay, now we live in a world where all of these countries promote democracy. All of these countries around the world, with the exception of China, they promote democracy. But even China has a sense of capitalism. I don't care what you guys say. You can say it's a communist country, but China, they're about their money. And they do everything in accord to capitalistic ideology. They're probably more capitalist than America, because in the last 10 years, China has created more millionaires and more billionaires than any other country in the world. Go figure. But they're communists. So, I mean, money is used as an expression of your freedom. You know, if you don't have any money, you can't go anywhere. You can't do anything. You can't participate in a lot of things. So money is definitely used as a vehicle to express freedom. So now we have these governments all tightening up on money. All these governments are now restricting the motion of your money and my money. You put your money in the bank and then they tell you when you can move it and when you can't and how you can, and they restrict you and they stop you. And this is actually hindering freedom. Freedom is being jeopardized right now. We don't even see it. You guys don't see it. And I'm here to tell you guys it is. And the other thing that restricts your freedom is knowledge. The lack of knowledge, you can only do what you know. You can't do what you don't know. And so this is a huge problem in the world. So this is why we're on this subject right now. This is why we've created what we're creating, for not only people to get knowledge about money, but we're creating a system where people can actually get paid. They can actually make money because resources are drying up all around the world. Jobs are going to third world countries. And so it's leaving the middle class at disarray. Huge wealth is being amassed by major people. There's, I think, 20 people in the world that control 50% of the wealth. Wow! This is a huge problem of disparity. And it's all because they're restricting the motion of money. They're restricting the transactions and individuals transacting, which actually hinders prosperity. So all of that is what we're going to not only teach you guys, we're going to teach you guys how to free your money up. And this is why we are a cryptocurrency movement. We teach people how to use cryptocurrency, which is not digital money. See, in China they have WeChat, and they use WeChat, and you guys might use Cash App. You guys might use Square. This is not cryptocurrency. It's a digital transaction of the same currency. And basically all that is you using digital digits, but it's not encrypted. So encryption, crypto means that it is an encryption, and you're transacting value, not money, but you're transacting value, and you can extract money from it, but you can stay anonymous. And you don't have to have any permission from any third party. That's what we're headed to. Systems are crashing right now. If you go to look at what's happening in France, it's a total disarray going on in France right now. It's a total disarray. It's almost in the all-out revolution. And this happened in the 1700s, and it was all behind economics. And that's coming to America, and it's coming to other countries around the world. It just happened in Venezuela, Greece, India. And I just read recently that the very place I just came from, Italy, is in deep trouble right now. And they're doing everything they can to keep Italy from defaulting and from crumbling, because if Italy goes, it's going to be hard for that ripple effect not to be felt all throughout Europe, because I think Italy's economy is about 7 times larger than Greece. So Greece was able to collapse and not too much negatively affect Europe. But if Italy crashes in Germany, it's a huge global problem around the world. What does that mean to you and me? That means that we got to start planning now. We got to start learning now. We got to start getting the knowledge that's going to free us up, and we got to start using a vehicle of moving our value that allows us to maintain our freedom, our equalities, and maintains us to be able to stay a sovereign entities. That's what's going on right now. So I'm on a mission here to continue to teach you guys. I'm going to be doing these videos, and I'm going to be showing you guys the system that we created in the FamCash coin, which is a decentralized coin on the Ethereum blockchain. That coin right there is going to be massive movement. We've created so many different ways for individuals to come into this and make money. We have a network marketing, but we also have a network marketing that doesn't require you to recruit. Wow. But it does require for you to purchase educational courses. Now, what better product to have than education? And the right kind of education, not a floppy education that you can't use, like most of the education that you guys got in school. Most of the stuff you guys learn in school, you can't even use it. We're teaching you guys relevant things right now. What's happening in the world right now? How's that going to affect you? How can you use this information to maneuver? How can you use the development information right now to make money, to enhance your family, to create generational wealth? This is the kind of stuff we're teaching you guys. Because remember this, somewhere in the world, I don't care how bad things are, somebody making some money at all times. And you want to be one of them, and I want to be one of them. And what's going to determine that is what we learn and how we position ourselves and who we put ourselves around. So, again, you guys, we're coming to you guys with a great program. This program was created directly for the people, by the people, of the people, and it will be ran by the people. There won't be CEOs, there won't be anything like that, no corporate offices. It'll be a system, a network of people working together, and the people will control the system. That's what we're doing right now. And it's each one teach one. But it is the knowledge of wealth, it is the knowledge of money, it is the knowledge of governments, it's the knowledge of why your money is restricted, why your transactions are restricted, why is it the banks are going out of business left and right. 3 banks just fell in, I think, China last week, and 3 banks in America fell last week, and nobody's talking about it. Why is it that banks now are borrowing money from the Federal Reserve? Over $3 trillion have been loaned out in the last few months, which is 3 times the amount that it has been loaned out in the what they call the bailout of 2008. All of this stuff is happening and nobody's talking about it. And it's not like it's not going to have an effect on your life. It is. And so we're not just teaching you guys about it. We have created a system that can help you make money throughout this and maneuver your value or your income in ways that can create, you know, a safe haven for you and your family when all the, excuse my expression, sugar honey iced tea hit the fan, because it's coming. I don't know how soon, but we're on the brink of some major economic disaster right now, and you guys need to start preparing yourself, and not just talking about it and not just studying in it, but preparing economically to weather the storm. And that's what we are about in the Family Cash Machine with the Fam Cash Coin. I'm going to do a couple more videos, show you guys the system that we have. It's very easy. It's not going to be hard. It's going to be exciting. We're going to have fun doing it. We're going to continue to learn trust funds and all kind of different things that can save your family. But the most thing that's most important is, how do you move your money without being hindered? How do you can keep your money free, which in return keeps you free? Because if your emotions are restricted, you're restricted. If your money is restricted, your emotions are restricted. It all goes together. And so with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign out. This is Erick Brent, and I'll see you guys on the next video. And hopefully my eyes will clear up, but I've been having problems the last month with this allergy. So with that, you guys grab the link right up underneath there. Take the free Phoenix class. It's a lot of knowledge there. We teach you how to buy Bitcoins for free. We teach you how to put together an ERC20 wallet. We teach you guys how to do a Bitcoin transaction with a credit card. We teach you guys all the money that's being made in this industry. We teach you guys a lot of things that's going to change in the world using blockchain technology, something you want to learn. And a lot of you guys out there been listening to me, and you're not moving on this information. But guess what? There's 10 countries now creating their own digital currencies. They calling it cryptocurrency, but it's not cryptocurrency. And that's why we need to teach you guys the difference between digital currency and cryptocurrency, a decentralized currency and a centralized currency, because they're going to try to trick you guys with that next. And now we'll have several banks going, hey, we'll watch your Bitcoin for you. You can put your Bitcoin in the bank. Why would you do that? Because now they can monitor who wallet that is. So it's another form of control. It's another form of not only control, but monitoring you and restricting you whenever they want to. And this is what we're on about right now, is this knowledge. But there's several videos we're giving you for free with the Phoenix class. I suggest all you guys to take the Phoenix class. It's a test after it, and you guys enjoy it. It's fun, but you'll learn a lot while you're taking that class. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign out. Grab the link again underneath there. Make sure you leave me with your email, because if they do away with my videos, which YouTube was talking about on the 10th of January, getting rid of a lot of channels, I wouldn't be surprised if my channel was one of them soon, because I'm giving you guys vital information that they want to censor and they don't want the people to have. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and go out again, grab the link, Fam Cash Coin, sign up for your free classes, and then from there, we'll see where you want to go from there. All right? Bye-bye. Peace.